Hi, I'm Darren Patterson. I'm Director of Technology at XSInc, and you're watching XS Tech Talk. Today we're going to talk about XS's use of the .NET technology and why we use web-based applications. A couple good reasons why we chose .NET over other languages was .NET is an object-oriented language. It's pre-compiled, so it's faster, it scales better, and it's more secure. Other reasons were we have options to do a couple different things with it as far as coding languages. You can do VB.NET or C# depending on your preference, but it's all within the .NET framework, so it doesn't matter which one you choose, so that gives our developers some flexibility. We look at the language as a .NET language, not as VB or C#, so we don't make a distinction. It works well with modern ways to access data, Ajax, jQuery, JSON. It also allows us to program for the mobile browsers in HTML5. Other reasons why we use it are it's web-based. We want to control our code centrally, so that allows us to have less of a support footprint, and also if there's updates to the code base, we do it centrally and we don't have to push that out to a bunch of different clients. So we update it once, and next time someone browses the website, they get the latest code base. So those are really good reasons to use a web-based solution as opposed to an executable that might be installed on someone's desktop. A lot less support, always up to date, centrally managed, and a lot more secure from our point of view. Other advantages are using the same technology throughout the company allows our different teams to collaborate. It allows them to share standards across teams instead of each team having its own way of doing things. We can find one way to do it well, and then multiply that times many teams. We get more productive. It's more cost effective and a much more efficient way to do things. XS is a gold partner with Microsoft, so that's another good reason to use .NET. We're able to get access to the latest and greatest tools, techniques from Microsoft, so that allows us to stay ahead of the curve. And it enables our strategy going forward, so it supports what we're doing today, it supports our mobile strategy going forward, and it enables us to put best class products out there on the market. So talk a little bit more in depth about .NET, our web-based strategy. We bring Chad Robertson on. He's a technical team lead, and he'll tell you a little bit more.
All right, so we'd like to dive a little bit more in depth on some of the things that Darren was touching on. We like to use ASP.NET here at XS because it's a highly flexible platform. We can do everything from a very structured, object-oriented application, or we could go the opposite direction and do a very scripted style application within ASP.NET. It gives our developers flexibility to integrate jQuery, Ajax, JSON, all different types of scripting within ASP.NET. As well as if someone wanted to be very pure and not do anything out of the ordinary, we could go very, very structured and object-oriented. The .NET framework specifically frees up developers from having to worry about memory consumption. The developers don't have to worry about releasing objects. .NET will maintain the memory and manage it effectively without having to code specifically for that. Another piece that Darren touched on that we kind of like to use here for .NET is the Common Language Infrastructure. It provides a language-neutral platform for applications to be developed and executed. And kind of what that means is that developers could develop in VB.NET, C#.NET, J#. It's kind of agnostic in how it handles those types of languages. The .NET platform would allow for the same project, within the same project, all three of those languages to be used. So we typically try to stick on a per language basis per project, but it can allow flexibility within that. .NET is very scalable and versatile. We have multiple teams working on the same core code base, which can then be applied to several solutions across the company, which is also a nice feature of .NET. And lastly, I think the development staff really enjoys a fully integrated IDE in Team Foundation Server. Team Foundation Server lets the development group have source control, a programming interface, a compiler, as well as user story tracking that can be fully integrated to help facilitate the Scrum methodology that we use here at XS.
So if you need more information about this video blog, you can send an email to xstechtalk@xsinc.com. Put in the subject .NET and web-based applications, and we'll get back to you. You can also view this video blog on XSInc's YouTube channel. Thanks.